At the beginning of this week, you are going to become aware of someone rather devilish indeed, my gorgeous Taurus. And I'm talking about the week in between the 1st and the actual 7th of November 2022. So at the beginning of this week, you are going to become aware of some kind of a devil, some kind of a devilish person and some kind of a devilish situation in your life. This in itself, it's going to be be leading to an important moment, because you're going to be left with absolutely no choice but to make an important choice here. So as soon as you become aware of this devilish person, this devilish situation, at that moment in time, you will know, my gorgeous Taurini, which choice do you need to make, because at the same time, someone is going to be on your mind, a certain powerful male person, someone who you think of like really highly in terms of their own spirituality, but also in terms of their own success in life. That person is this is a good person, of course. That person is going to contribute towards your feelings and emotions and towards what is going to be on your mind, especially when you're facing that important choice that you are going to need to make. So that specific person is going to be playing an important role, because it's going to be on your mind at the time when you're still going to be like, oh my God, I'm not too sure. And then suddenly, you're going to remember what that powerful male person was saying to you or was trying to explain to you, or you're going to be remembering some kind of a rather wise advice that this person was telling you. And this already kind of subconsciously, you have already been prepared to this particular situation. And only a couple of days after that moment in time, my gorgeous Taurini, you are going to feel extremely enthusiastic. You are literally going to wake up in the morning and something is going to be on your mind. Some specific thing, something is going to be on your mind, like you want to explore, you want to find out a little bit more, you want to go further, you want to kind of explore and investigate. So a couple of days after that moment in time, you're really going to be surprised when you wake up in the morning, and these feelings and emotions that you are going to have around this particular thing that is going to be on your mind. But this particular thing that is going to be on your mind is just like going to be keep on kind of calling you to explore, to investigate. But even more so, throughout the day, you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it, and you will see so much in terms of the actual synchronicities, if you pay attention, how much you're going to become aware of, and how your synchronicity is going to be speaking you on such an elevated level like there is no tomorrow. So you will know exactly what do you need to explore, because you're going to feel extremely enthusiastic and optimistic, re-energized. You're not going to be able to tell or explain where this energy is first of all coming from, but later, as the time goes by, you will know. Every single time when you're thinking about this specific aspect of your life, your energy is like kind of rising, and this is going to become aware to you. It's going to be almost impossible to ignore. And after that moment in time, this is about a new path. The new path is about to open up, and the new path, new stage, the brand new stage of your life, it's about to open up, and it's all going to start with you wanting to explore. But it's actually all going to start with you becoming aware of who this devilish person in your life, because you're going to be left with absolutely no option but to actually move on. Like, oh my God, my gorgeous Taurinis. And also, what else I was going to say, this is not only like kind of starting like the new stage in your life, the new beginning, but also after that moment in time, something very kind of unexpected is going to happen. Really unexpected situation, and you're going to be like, oh my God. And that unexpected situation that you're going to find mind-blowing, it's actually going to make you aware of like how restricted you have been for such a long time. Not only that this situation is going to make you aware of the fact how restricted you have been for such a long time, but it's even more so going to make you aware of the fact that all this time the answer was within you. All this time you could have done this. All this time you knew all this from the beginning. But then sometimes we need to go through certain stages in our lives in order to kind of gather the certain informations through our own experience. So when we kind of like face such an important phase of our lives, we are prepared not only mentally but spiritually as well. Because after this moment in time, like, oh my God, my gorgeous Taurin is so much, it's going to start changing. So that unexpected situation, it's going to make you aware of, on one hand, how restricted you have been so far, but on another hand, it's going to make you aware of the fact that you have the solution within you. You had it all along, but you weren't ready, and now you're ready, because you will know that this is going to lead towards a rather important stage in your life. And again, only like one day later, after this moment in time, there is going to be such an unusual and interesting omen, an interesting sign that you are going to have, and this is going to be good. And you will know what am I talking about when you come across this unusual omen, an unusual sign. You will know that it's going to point out some kind of bright prospects coming into your life. It's going to point out to you some kind of a bright prospects coming into your lives. Okay, this is going to be such a big moment, and even more so, somebody so close to you, somebody so important to you, like a family member or friend. It's really going to surprise you with a little message and information that you're going to gain from them, and they're going to specifically answer to your question, what was on your mind. Just pay attention to this, how interesting things are going to unfold, but it's all going to be pushing you towards the direction that you have found yourself at. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, this is where things are going to start becoming even more interesting for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, you must at all costs pay attention to your body, what your body is trying to tell you, because your power when it comes to mind, body and spirit, it's going to be really highlighted. So it's not only about like, oh yeah, my stomach hurts, that means I need to pay attention to my digestion, you know, like I'm tired, maybe I just need to work out a little bit more to go against it, you know, work out or train, if you are lucky enough to be able to work out or train, because some people are not able to do it, you know. So it's not only about a certain specific part of your body, like kind of making you aware of, to pay attention to it, but it's the power, it's this instant power that you are going to have, instant power that you're actually going to find really beneficial here. When I say instant power to heal yourself. You see? This is what you need to pay attention to. So it's not only about mind, body and spirit, and your body communicating you and letting you know what to pay attention to or what's needed in your life, or what's missing in your life, but it's also about you just being really positive and optimistic about it. You're already halfway there. You're going to allow this energy to come through, to come forward and start the process of healing just by you acknowledging that part of your life, that part of your body. You see what I mean? So it's so much more to this situation, indeed. And also, when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's very interesting message that you're going to have, and this is what's going to surprise you. This is when I said that things are going to start becoming really interesting for you, because the message that you're going to have, it's like and realization that you're gonna have, it's just you really thought that something came to an end here, that a specific part of your life you tried and you tried and you tried, something that you worked on like a long time ago, something that meant to you like a long time ago, and you kind of forgot about this aspect of your life. It was like kind of buried, like bye darling, and you wanted to move on from this. No baby, no just yet, but this is going to be quite good. So that message and information is when these things are going to start like kind of becoming very interesting to you, because it's going to point out that part of your life that you did not think it's going to work, and now it's like, oh, this is really going to surprise you, because it's to do with the things moving on towards the right direction, but also like kind of providing you with something really, really interesting here. You're not going to be able to ignore this, because you will know that interesting thing that you're going to be provided with. It's also going to give you the exact sense of what is the truth in terms of you laying a very solid foundations right now when it comes to your future. And this is something that is going to make you extremely ambitiously driven. You are going to feel in terms of the actual success, because you will know that this is an element of your life that really surprised you at the time when you did not expect this to happen at all. So this is why this is going to become such an interesting stage. You're going to start becoming extremely ambitiously driven, and my God, this is going to reveal a very interesting part of you that is just going to be like your time of like you coming back home to your spirit. Do you know what I mean? You're reconnecting yourself with yourself. You're feeling so solid and strong and centered at the same time, my gorgeous Taurinis. Indeed, this is gonna like a really gonna bring you such a kind of like a powerful energies into your life, that it's like when we have these powerful energies in our life, nothing can stop us, like literally ever again. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's like basically what I want to say to you. You are really going to you know, you're gonna have so much clarity here at around the end of the week. You are gonna have so much clarity, especially when it comes to like a very kind of important part of yourself, when it comes to like something that is really sacred to you, something that you're extremely passionate about. It's to do with your sacred gift. Again, it's to do with your soul purpose. It's to do with your spiritual purpose. You're gonna have so much clarity when it comes to that stage of your life. And that in itself is going to highlight the moment in time. You will know exactly when are you going to need to make a really, really important step. And it's coming up really soon. So time-wise, you know, this is going to make you aware of a very important step that you're going to need to make. Very kind of bold, powerful move. But it's also going to really make you aware of exactly when do you need to do this. And even more so, shortly after that moment in time, there is a vision that you're going to have just completely out of the blue. And before you have this vision, you're either going to look at the plant, or either you're going to look at the forest, or either you're going to look at some kind of nature somewhere. Nature is very strongly connected to this element, and I'm not surprised at all when it comes to you, okay? So you are kind of going to look at the nature, or you're going to be within the nature, and there is a vision that you're going to have. And that vision that you're going to have, it's going to be like, oh my God, you will want to buy something big or do something huge. It's to do with like you wanting some kind of luxury in life, but you're feeling this vision really vividly. And at the same time, the part of that vision is also going to be like the certain people who were dishonest with you, the certain people who you cannot trust anymore. And this couldn't have happened at a better time of your life, because you are going to be facing such a moment, you know, where you're going to find yourself on the crossroads, and you will know which way to go, because you will go away from dishonesty and you will go towards honesty, my gorgeous Taurini, indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. I love you. Bye.